Hi everyone, my name is Kate. Welcome back to my wondernetting channel. So finally, autumn is here. That means it's perfect time for fall cozy projects. I really wanted to make some seasonal home decor, and my first thought was pillow for my sofa. While browsing Pinterest, I saw so many pumpkin pillow ideas. Don't get me wrong, they're cute, but honestly, I feel like pumpkins are everywhere. It's the same thing over and over again. So I thought, why not to try something more unique? That's how I decided to make a maple leaf pillow. So today we are going to crochet this leaf together and turn it into a pillow. For this project we need any yarn that you like. I'm gonna use this most affordable yarn that I could find. It's acrylic sport weight yarn. One skein, 100 grams, 115 meters. If you want to make your pillow move bigger, take bulkier yarn and larger hook. I chose green because I think it's versatile with fall vibes and it's perfect for my room. But of course this pillow will be great in such red, golden, yellow, maybe orange colors. Anything that matches autumn vibes. But before we start, please subscribe to my channel, like this video and leave your comments. Should I have made the pumpkin pillow instead, or do you prefer the maple leaf pillow more? As many of you know, I'm currently pregnant and I've been making a lot of things for my baby, handmade things. Besides clothing, I also want to make baskets, some baby essentials, and one of my ideas is to create a baby nest. It's kind of big oval basket for a baby. For that I ordered an automatic ICORD machine from Caydo. You guys know how much I love Caydo's knitting and crochet tools, including the yarn winders. I have a few of them. Yarn winder, cordless yarn winder, and also another ICORD machine, but that one is small and not nearly as versatile as this one. What I love about this version, it doesn't require any extra weights to knit the cords. Plus it has adjustable speed settings, and also you can switch from knit and purl stitches. Oh, wow, that's something I'm really curious to try out. I haven't opened it yet, so let's unbox it together. And by the way, the official release date is September 20th, so I'll leave a link in the description with my code for your extra discount. With this machine you can make not only the baby stuff but also some different home decor. So let's open and see what's inside. So here's the machine itself. Yes, it's quite big, but I think it's worth it. So what's inside these boxes? So it's a yarn, 3 light decor yarn in their branding color and another light shade of blue. So let's see the machine itself. Wow, wow, it's so beautiful. Just look at this. So I try to get it done and I'll come back to you. I guess I need to thread it like this and through this hole. So I need to put this tail, guess, through this mechanism. I think it's working. Okay, stop. Oh, no, stop. I'll show you. So here's my skein and I just turn it on. Just look at it. Let's try another speed. Oh my god. Okay, let's stop. So guys, you saw my reaction and honestly I'm shocked. First of all, there is no actual switching between knit and purl stitches. I think if something gets tangled, you can manually switch it to untangle the yarn. This cord is dense and solid, nothing like the first version. With this new one, thanks to the tension, to this mechanism, to adjustable speed, the cord comes out really neat and dense. Yes, at the beginning it didn't work out, but once I figured it out, it's honestly very intuitive. I have to say, this is incredible. You can easily fit in the wire and create any kind of shapes or create any kind of projects. I really didn't expect it to be this good. First my thought was, oh, another ICORD machine, probably like the old one, but no, it's much better. Even if you think at first, oh, I don't really need that, once you start using this, you'll suddenly get tons of ideas what to make. Guys, I truly recommend trying it out for yourself or getting one for someone as a gift. Official release date September 20th, so definitely check it out. You won't regret it. So let's back to the pillow. So we'll need 2 skeins of sport weight yarn and the biggest crochet hook you can find. I do have some larger hooks, but I'll be using 9mm hook. We'll also need some pillow stuffing, just regular fiber fill like you'd use it for toys. To start, make a chain of 16. Then turn the chain. See these little bumps on the back of the chain? Those are the loops we'll be working into. Insert your hook into the second chain from the hook and make a single crochet. Keep going across the row, so you'll have 15 single crochets in total. This is what I've got so far. Now chain 4 and we're going to attach it to the other side of the first row. Insert your hook under both loops on the opposite side of the row. You can hide the yarn tail as you go, and we'll be making the whole pillow using only single crochets. So keep crocheting but stop when you have 3 stitches left at the end. So I've stopped with 3 stitches left. Now we turn the work, no chain, and go straight into the very first stitch under the hook with a single crochet. Then just keep working single crochets until you reach the chain stitches. I've reached the chain. Into the chain make 2 single crochets, then chain 4, turn to the other side, and again make 2 single crochets into the chain. After that, keep crocheting up the row, but once again don't finish all the way. Stop with 3 stitches left at the top. I've left 3 stitches unworked. Now turn your work, no chain, and go straight into the very first stitch with a single crochet. Work single crochet the same way as in the previous row until you reach the chain. Into the chain, make 2 single crochets, then chain 4, and into open space make again 2 more single crochets. Continue crocheting up but stop 3 stitches before the end of the row. This is how we shape the center of the leaf. You can see these little steps forming, and you'll need to repeat this process for as many steps as you'd like. That will determine the height of your pillow. I'll be making 4 steps down this way. So in each row we simply stop 3 stitches before the top, turn the work without chaining, and continue crocheting down. Each time at the bottom into the chain space, we make 2 single crochets, then chain 4, and do the same thing on the other side of the leaf. So this is what I have now, the center of my leaf. As you can see, I've made 4 steps down and there are 8 little spaces in the middle. I finished down here at the bottom. Into the chain I make 2 single crochets, then chain 4, and into the same space make 2 more single crochets. After that I crochet up again, stopping 3 stitches before the end. Next I chain 4, turn my work, and starting from the second chain from the hook I crochet 3 single crochets down, then I move on to the main part and crochet 4 more single crochets. chain 2, skip 1 stitch, and in the next stitch make a slip stitch like this. Turn your work into this space, make 2 single crochets, and then go up with single crochets all the way to the top. Now we'll start working up into the steps. Chain 4, turn your work, and starting from the second chain from the hook, make 3 single crochets down, then continue across the row, working into all the single crochets from the previous row. Next, chain 2, skip 1 stitch at the bottom, and in the next stitch make a slip stitch. Turn your work, crochet 2 single crochets into that space, and go back up to the row with single crochets. Now let's make another step, chain 4 and crochet down just the same way as before. So now as you can see I have 3 steps, and from here we need to start working the steps downward. So work 2 single crochets into the chain space and then go back up to the row, stopping 4 stitches before the top. So I stopped 4 stitches before the end. Now I turn the work, no chain, and go straight into the first stitch with a single crochet. I keep working single crochets all the way across. Then I chain 2, skip 1 stitch at the bottom, make a slip stitch into the next stitch, turn the work, and now we are going back up, stopping 3 stitches before the end. Then we crochet down with no chaining. The same way, we need to form 3 steps going down just like we did on the other side. I've made 3 steps down. Now I chain 2 and join the same way as before. Next, into the center ring here, I make a slip stitch. Turn my work, and into the ring I crochet 2 single crochets. Then I continue up with single crochets, stopping 5 stitches before the end. Now I chain 5, turn my work, crochet 4 single crochets down the chain, and then 4 more single crochets into the main part, so 8 single crochets in total. Then I chain 2, skip 1 stitch and join with a slip stitch. From here I start working upward again, forming steps. I chain 4, turn my work, crochet single crochets all the way down, chain 2, join with a slip stitch, turn your work, and then work single crochets back up. Now we'll start forming a step downward, so go up the row but stop 4 stitches before the end. I've left 4 stitches unworked, then I turn my work without chaining and crochet all the way down. Chain 2, join into the stitch, turn your work, crochet 2 single crochets into the ring and work back up, stopping 3 stitches before the top. Turn your work and crochet down again. Join into the center ring with 2 single crochets, and from this point we'll start working the second side of the leaf. Go back to this timestamp and repeat everything in the same way. The second side will be symmetrical. We made 3 leaf shapes on one side and now crochet 2 more on the other side. This is what you should have so far, a maple leaf. Now we'll add a little stem at the bottom, though you can skip it if you want. I just join with a slip stitch into the center ring at the very end, then chain 8 or however many you'd like, and work 7 single crochets back down the chain. Make another slip stitch into the center ring and cut the yarn. And that's it, here's our finished leaf. It measures about 40 cm wide and about 40 cm tall without the stem. Now we'll close out these gaps in the center, and then you'll need to crochet a second leaf exactly the same way. Close up the holes in the center. I'm going to use 2 strands of yarn so they cover the gaps better. I take one end from outside of the skein and one from the center. You could also just use a second ball of yarn. I make a slip knot, insert the hook, wrap the loop, pull it through, and work regular slip stitches. Try to keep them loose, working right into each gap. Make sure to pull the loops tall enough so the center doesn't tighten or bunch up. At the end, cut the yarn, repeat the same steps for the other holes, and viewing the ends. Or if you prefer, you can just leave the ends hidden inside the pillow. I made a second leaf the same way and hide all the ends. Now we're going to join the 2 leaves together. To do this, I'll be using slip stitches, but you can use any stitch you prefer. Just go all the way around the edge, making slip stitches into each stitch along the steps. Work carefully, turn the step sideways and insert a hook into the side of the stitch to keep it neat. Continue this all around the leaf. At the very end, leave a small opening so you can fill it with stuffing or maybe yarn scraps to make the pillow. I've joined the 2 halves together and this is how it looks. You can see that the slip stitches also give a nice decorative edge on one side of the pillow. Now all that's left is to add the stuffing. Fill the pillow as firmly or as loosely as you like, and then close the opening with slip stitches the same way. If you notice any little gaps around the center holes, I suggest adding a few extra chains across the middle like we did before. But overall, I'm really happy with the result. And here's our finished pillow. Look how beautiful it fits into the home decor. You can swap out your summer pillows for these autumn ones. By the way, speaking of pumpkins, you could also crochet a pumpkin to go with this leaf if you'd like. I think it would look super cute to make one of these pillows in chunky yarn and then add smaller ones in different colors of thinner yarn, so you'd have a nice variety of sizes. And here it is, our finished maple leaf pillow. I think it's turned out absolutely adorable. I love it in green because it matches my room perfectly, but also I think it will look amazing in red, orange or golden yellow. You can even add maybe some embroidery in different colors to make it even more decorative. And the best part is that it's not just typical pumpkin project, it's something more interesting and unique. Let me know in the comments what do you think about this pillow. Will you make it for yourself? It's actually a pretty quick project. You can make one in a couple of evenings and it would make such a pretty and amazing fall gift. I really hope you liked this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss my next project, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye, kiddos!